Welcome everyone. In this session, we are going to learn about a candlestick pattern, that is evening star. Evening star is similar to that of morning star, but this pattern is spotted in uptrend market. As you can see in the drawing, the market is in uptrend. A green bullish candle, a doji type candle, and then a bearish red candle. Whenever we spot this type of direction, we spot this type of pattern, we look for selling opportunities or shorting opportunities. This is almost similar to that of morning star, but the morning star pattern was forming near the bottom of downtrend, whereas evening star forms at the top of uptrend. This is the basic difference behind the morning star and evening star, and rest the psychology remains the same. Since the market was moving upside, bulls took the charge. Here there was a tug of war between bulls and bear, and finally bears dominated, and as a result market value of that stock or market price of that stock started falling. This is what the psychology behind the evening star pattern is. Let's see on the chart and analyze it better. Here we have Nifty 50 index chart 15 minutes. As you can see, market was in an uptrend, then slight correction, and then again market was in an uptrend. What happened? A green candle or a big green candle formed a perfect spinning top pattern formed, and then a red bearish candle formed. So as per our strategy, what we have to do is we will enter at the closing of this candle. This is our entry. Our stop loss would have been somewhere here, but since the stop loss becomes larger, we can also keep our stop loss somewhere here also. If our stop loss is here and our target will be somewhere here, this is more than 1.5. If we would have taken our stop loss this also, then also we would have achieved our target. But for the sake of information, I just wanted to tell you that if the stop loss becomes so much big, you think that stop loss is becoming very big, then you can keep your stop loss somewhere here, 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 or at the candle also. It depends on your will, it depends on your wish, wherever you feel comfortable. But the strategy says entry over here at the close, stop loss at the high. If this much is your risk, this should be your reward. Somewhere here you would have achieved the target. This is how evening star pattern is being traded. Let's see some more example. Nifty 50 15 minutes chart, uptrend followed by a sideways market, again a small uptrend, big green candle as compared to previous candles, doji, big red candle as compared to previous candles. So what we would have done over here is we will enter somewhere here. Our SN will be this. If this much is our risk, this would have been our reward. This is our target, and our target would have achieved somewhere here itself, 1.5. And if you are good at training, then you would have taken this whole momentum by training your stop loss. Training means shifting your stop loss candle by candle. Suppose initially your stop loss was here Once you came into the profitable position and you are saying that you are in a profit, let me make it clear. Suppose initial stop loss was here, your entry was here. Once the market price came here and you see you are in profit, what you could have done, you could have trained your stop loss from that level to this level. And when you have seen that this candle has been formed and you are in heavy profit, then you could have trained your stop loss at the bottom middle of this candle. And again, when you see that you are in a profit and your price is somewhere here, then you would have changed your stop loss to this high of the candle. By this way, on training, you would have achieved whole momentum. This is how the technique works. This is how the technique works. So in this very manner, you have to trade. Let's see the next chart. NTPC Limited, India, 15 minutes. Are you able to spot an evening star in this chart? Are you able to spot an evening star pattern in this whole chart? Most of you might have spotted also. Let me tell you. See, a clear uptrend, big green candle, big green candle, a doji type pattern, followed by a big red candle. So what our strategy says entry somewhere here, as per our rule, stop loss somewhere here. Stop loss is very big, so it depends on your decision whether you want to keep your stop loss here, or at the high of candle. But I suggest when this huge stop losses are there, then you should always prefer keeping your stop loss just above the high of your entry candle by giving some buffer. Definitely by giving some buffer. So this would have been your entry, this would have been your stop loss. If this much is the risk, then your reward would be somewhat this 1.5. Your target would have been achieved over here in this candle. This is how you have to trade using evening star candlestick pattern. One more thing I want to ask you, whether you are able to spot any other pattern apart from this evening star pattern in the chart. Are you able to spot any other pattern apart from this pattern? Let's see. There are two more patterns which you would have traded in the same chart. Two more patterns. Are you able to identify? Let's see. Let me tell you. One is this and the other one is this. Both of these two patterns are same, and this pattern is called bullish engulfing. See, market was in a downtrend. Here also market was in a downtrend. A small red candle which was completely engulfed by the next green candle. A small red candle completely engulfed by the next green candle. So what you would have done, entry somewhere here, stop loss somewhere here, and target somewhere here. Similarly, entry somewhere here, stop loss somewhere here. If this much is your risk, your reward would be somewhere here. So in the same day itself, you are getting 3 or more trading opportunities. See, this is the beauty of candlestick pattern analysis. Once you train your eye according to the chart, how to spot the candles, how to identify the candles, how to identify the pattern, then things will become much more easier for you. This is how you have to trade. Let's move on to our next example. Infosys Limited, 15 minutes time frame. Are you able to spot evening star pattern in this chart? Are you able to spot evening star pattern in this chart? Most of you might have identified also. Let me tell you. See, uptrend market, big green candle followed by doji, followed by big red candle, which means evening star pattern confirmed. Evening star pattern confirmed. So what you have to do over here is entry at the close. Since the stop loss will be very much big, we are going to keep our stop loss somewhere here. This is our safest stop loss as per the situation. If this much is our stop loss, our target would have been somewhat this. Here you would have achieved your target 1.5 times. Always maintain risk reward ratio of 1 is to 1.5. I repeat, always maintain risk reward ratio of 1 is to 1.5. Never trade with a risk reward ratio of less than 1 is to 1.5. So this is how you have to trade using evening star pattern. Let me ask one more question over here. Apart from this evening star pattern, can you spot any other pattern in this whole chart? Can you spot any other pattern in this whole chart? Don't worry, I will tell you. See, here, a downtrend followed by a big red candle, a doji type candle, and a green bullish candle. So what pattern is this? This is morning star. Morning star. So you would have traded over here also. Entry over here. The stop loss is very big, so we will keep it here. The stop loss over here. If this much is our risk, our reward would have been this. We would have achieved our target over here. 1 is to 1.5. See, this is the beauty of morning star, evening star pattern. This is the beauty of understanding the candlestick analysis. Once you understand the candlestick analysis, I can assure you that you will be going to make great amount of money by practicing only this strategy is what I am telling you. You don't have to worry about any other thing else. Okay. So this was our one evening star pattern. This was our one morning star pattern. Apart from these two patterns, are you able to spot any other pattern in this chart? Are you able to spot any other pattern in this chart apart from these two patterns what I have told now, leaving this and leaving this? Are you able to spot any other pattern over here? Don't worry, I will tell you. Two more patterns are there. Let me tell you. See, which pattern is this? By booking your profit over here, you would have re-entered in the same candle by reversing your position. This pattern is a shooting star. Entry, stop loss. If this much is your risk, this would have been your reward. Somewhere here your target would have been achieved. So on the same day you got one successful trade, two successful trade. On the next day you got one successful trade and some more trades are there. Let's see, are you able to find it or not? Let me tell you. downtrend, followed by big red candle, a doji type green candle. Which pattern confirmed? Which pattern confirmed? Morning star. Morning star. So what you would have done, entry at the close or at the high, whatever seems perfect to you, somewhere here you would have entered, you would have kept your stop loss somewhere here. If this much is your risk, your reward would have been this. You would have achieved your target here itself, 1 is to 1.5. See, in one single day, in one single stock, just by analyzing the candlestick pattern, you are getting 3 trades. One morning star trade, second one shooting star trade, and again a morning star trade. See, this is the beauty of candlestick pattern analysis. One more pattern is being there, let me tell you. This was the evening star. Now see, downtrend, big red candle, doji type, bullish candle. Which pattern confirmed? Morning star. So what you have to do as per our strategy, entry at the close or high, stop loss somewhere here. Your stop loss will never hit. Entry, stop loss, if this much is your risk, your reward would have been somewhat this, which you would have achieved somewhere here. So this is how you have to trade. One more pattern is still left over here. Let me tell you which pattern is this. Which pattern is this? Come on. Which pattern is this? This is a shooting star. If you would have missed this rally, you could have entered over here. Entry at the low, stop loss at the high by giving some buffer. If this much is your risk, your reward would have been this. You would have got your target over here. So can you observe how much trading opportunity we get just by analyzing candlestick pattern? Here also a shooting star, entry, SN, this is the risk, this would have been your reward, target achieved. See how beautifully this pattern works. So this is how you have to trade. This is how you have to identify the patterns and trade accordingly. Let's see. Tata Consultancy Services. Uptrend, big green candle, doji type, big red candle. What pattern is it? Evening star. What we have to do? Entry at the close or low, stop loss at the high. If this much is our risk, then our reward would be somewhere here, which we will be achieving in this candle. Target achieved, 1 is to 1.5. This is how you have to spot the patterns. This is how you have to spot the patterns. Let's see some more examples. NMDC Limited, 15 minutes chart. Can you identify evening star pattern? Here it is. Uptrend, big green candle, doji type, red candle. What does our strategy say? Our strategy say entry at the close or low, stop loss at the high. Since this stop loss is not feasible, that's why we are keeping our stop loss somewhere here by giving a small buffer. Definitely, just a minute. Entry, stop loss, this much is our risk, 1.5 times will be our reward. Somewhere over here our target would have been achieved. This is how you have to trade evening star pattern. This is how you have to trade evening star pattern. I hope you might have got all the clarity about the evening star pattern. I have explained you very well enough and given you the uh, ample number of examples how we have to spot evening star pattern, what evening star pattern is, what was the psychology behind evening star pattern, how we enter, how we exit, what should be our stop loss, what should be our target, what risk management we have to consider while trading evening star pattern, how we can identify pattern within patterns, and we can identify other patterns also in the same chart. So this was all about the evening star pattern. I hope you might have got more clarity in this pattern and you will be trading it very nicely in your trading career. So all the best for your trading career. See you soon in the next session.